Well, the Gaza ceasefire is on. After more than 15 months of war, the hostages have been handed over to the Red Cross. The 3 Israeli hostages were transferred to the IDF and have now crossed into the Israeli territory. The Red Cross says that the 3 Israeli women hostages, 24-year-old Romy Gonen, 28-year-old Emily Damari, and 31-year-old Doron Steinbrecher, are all in good health. As the news of the release of Emily, Doron, and Romy was received, crowds at the hostages' square in Tel Aviv sang the emotional coming home song. The IDF says the 3 hostages are now undergoing an initial medical assessment. US President Joe Biden addressed the public on the Gaza ceasefire and the hostage release, saying all guns have gone silent in Gaza.
This is one of the toughest negotiations I've been part of. Many of you who follow these negotiations will attest that the road to this deal has been not easy at all, a long road. But we've reached this point today because of the pressure Israel built on Hamas, backed by the United States.
The Israeli Prime Minister's office has confirmed that 4 other hostages will be released in 7 days. Israel is freeing 90 Palestinian prisoners. Celebrations have begun across Gaza. Hundreds thronged the streets to celebrate the historic day. Armed Hamas operatives paraded through crowds of Palestinians in the streets of Gaza, chanting in celebration. Thousands of displaced Palestinians have started returning to whatever is left of their homes. Images show people checking the ruins of houses as they return to the devastated region.
ما توقعناش نكون كل هذا الدمار في رفح. قعدنا يمكن 20 سنة واحنا بنبني في بيتنا. في لحظة يروح هيك حرام.
197 trucks of aid and 5 of fuel have arrived in Gaza through the crossing of Kerem Shalom between Israel and Gaza. Egyptian Foreign Minister says 600 trucks a day would enter Gaza, including 50 carrying fuel. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz has said that Israel will not stop the war before everyone returns home.
We will take care to maintain the buffer zones and respond forcefully to any violation and threat. Thanks to the heroism of IDF soldiers, today we will see the return of the hostages Romy Gonen, Emily Damari and Doron Steinbrecher, and later the return of all the hostages. We will not stop the war before everyone returns home.
Meanwhile, in a huge setback for Netanyahu's cabinet, the Israeli far-right minister Ben Gvir's party has quit the ruling coalition. The party of Israel's hardline national security minister says its cabinet ministers submitted their resignations from the government in opposition to the Gaza ceasefire deal. With the departure of the Jewish Power Party, then Netanyahu's government now has 62 parliamentary seats in the 120-seat Knesset. While it does not affect the ceasefire, it does destabilize the coalition. Far-right Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has also threatened to quit the coalition government if Israel stops the war against Hamas. Smotrich heads the nationalist religious Zionism party that is part of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government. We earlier spoke to Dr. Aza Radwan Sedki, who's a political analyst and author, and this is what she told us.
Definitely the Palestinians are euphoric. They've suffered so much for 15 months. They have been bombed and starved, so they have every right to celebrate. The Israelis also have a right to celebrate. It's a good opportunity for everyone to celebrate. My fear isn't that. My fear is it going to last? Will things continue? Will phase 2 take place, or even phase 3? So I'm worried. I'm doubtful that things will continue. It sounds too good to be true. I mean, for the Israelis to leave Gaza in peace and let it go, and we talk about rebuilding, it sounds too good to be true. To me, that's the fear.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.